This is my presentation on assistive technology. So the article I chose was Assistive Technology for Autism Spectrum Disorder, a review of literature, and this was published in 2018. And then the link to that article is at the bottom. So this article is an overview of various assistive technology devices for individuals diagnosed with the 5 types of autism, which are autistic disorder, Asperger's syndrome, Rett disorder, childhood disintegrative disorder, and persuasive developmental disorder. This research article, in which the authors used a variety of scholarly articles to come to the conclusion that assistive technology plays an important role in assisting among students with autism in order to enhance their constructive skills. The objective of the paper. So the 3 main categories of autism that they focused on were communication problems, difficulty relating to people, things, and events, and then repetitive body movements or behaviors. And their objectives were to review the assistive technology categories, which I'll go into next, to review the types of assistive technology used for autism, and to share their findings from previous work. These are the 2 types of assistive technology categories that they define in the article. So the first is low technology devices, which they define as not having a power source. So that's your pencil grips, Velcro, a graphic organizer, a calculator, ramps, and then the high technology devices that do require a substantial amount of power, which is an iPad, computer, smartphone, anything when you think of technology having to do with like a phone or a computer. And then their findings, so they looked at assistive tech for autism in general, and that is virtual learning environment, serious game, which is for therapy and education, including learning and training to improve social skills, communication skills, and visual and motor coordination and sensory integration. And then they looked at augmented reality, which is to improve children with ASD perceptions and reactions of facial expression and emotions using video modeling storybook, a video modeling storybook of nonverbal facial cues. And then they use virtual reality, mobile learning, and edutainment, which is the point of edutainment is to capture one's attention using something like a video game, something interactive, a simulation. And they also looked at mobile apps for functioning skills that are commonly used for people with autism. So there's an app called Computers at Work, an app called See Me Go Potty, which is the app that I chose that I'll get into later on. Big Blue Box Farm, I Get Cooking, the Photo Cookbook, and Put It Away. So they looked at all of those things individually to come to their conclusion that assistive technology is an extremely useful tool for those with autism, and they assist students with learning disabilities to enhance their social skills, repetitive behaviors, and constructive skills. And for the app that I chose, so it's called See Me Go Potty, and this is an app targeted for toddlers struggling with potty training. And a child can use this whether they are diagnosed with a form of autism or not, and they can still benefit from this app. So how it works, the parent first downloads the app. It's $1.99 or $2.99 on the App Store. And they create an avatar of their child, and that's in that the right side of the image. They give it a name, the name of their child, and they create the avatar based on how the child looks, so they feel represented and they can visualize themselves actually using the bathroom as it shows on the screen. And I have more pictures of the process of the app and what it does. It's very simple and looks kind of silly, and all the sounds in the app are a little goofy, but it gets kids excited and in a routine about going to the bathroom and doing it properly. So I looked at the reviews of people who've used this app for their kids, and there was most of them were positive, some of them were a little negative, but only about one thing. So the positive reviews were that the visual and sound effects are really appealing and help the children get excited about using the app to go to the bathroom. And it's helped a spectrum of children. So some of the reviews specify that the child has been diagnosed with a form of autism, and some of them don't. So I'm assuming that the ones that don't mean that they aren't diagnosed with autism and they just are using that app to help them potty train. And then also all of the good reviews said that the direction is very simple and clear, and the phrases that are spoken get the kids to start saying those phrases when it's time to go to the bathroom for them. So the first one, it's like, it says, walk, walk, walk to the bathroom, and there's like footsteps, and then they're eventually in the bathroom, and then they say, okay, sit down, and then go to or they first say, pull your pants down, then go sit down, and then use the bathroom, and then stand up, pull your pants up, and then it says bye-bye pee-pee. So it's like super silly, and it speaks a language to kids that they understand. And then the negative comments were only about this one thing, actually two things, but the first main thing is the accident scene. So if I go back, you can see it on that left side image. The second thing down, it says accident scene, and you can click on that, and it says that it shows the negative behavior that we don't want our kids to be doing, which is just standing there peeing their pants, and it shows that in this image. And some of the reviews say that kids seeing that image is enforcing them to do that act, which is the opposite of what the goal of the app is. So a lot of the reviews were suggesting the developers of the app to get rid of that scene altogether because it's reinforcing that negative behavior. So that's the main issue with the app that I've seen from the reviews. And then the other thing that a few people commented on was that it's only potty training, and it's helped their kids so much with potty training, but they wish that there were more activities that were available on the app or another app for other activities, like brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, fixing your bed, and things like that. And then my thoughts, the image here is actually like when the child goes to the bathroom and finishes washing their hands, and it's like a celebratory visual and audio of what they did and that they did a good job. So from the reviews of the app, I think it's a great tool to use for any child struggling with potty training, and avoiding that accident scene is probably your best bet in terms of hoping that your child doesn't have an accident because they see it. And it's great for verbal and nonverbal children to assist them with potty training and good hygiene. It actually said in one of the reviews that one of the kids was nonverbal, and he started repeating the phrases that were coming from the app and actually having like coherent thoughts and have their coherent thoughts come out into words, which is really cool to actually hear about. That something like this that's so simple and basic can help a kid do something that they need to be doing on a daily basis by themselves.